Young and the Restless spoilers foresee Victoria Newman is going to completely break, and Phyllis Summers is busy betraying people. As we always do on Early Edition Day, we first talk about what's coming the rest of this week. Young and the Restless spoilers. Nick and Sharon's plot against Phyllis and Kane. We've got Nick Newman convincing Sharon Newman to find out if Phyllis is on Team Kane, if she's declared her loyalty to him. And Nick asks Sharon to try and shake any secrets out of Phyllis that she knows about Kane and what he's planning. And Nick and Sharon have a little bit of romance, too. We've been promised they would get closer in France. Sharon's actually hoping for something a little more romantic than plotting about Phyllis, but Sharon is going to do what Nick asked. So Phyllis tells Kane she is loyal and that she's eager to watch everybody melt down, but is also kind of poking him about his jealousy over Damian Kane and Lily Winters. Phyllis says that his fixation on Lily is a distraction, and he needs to focus on the big plan. Kane insists that Lily will not distract him, and says, of course, he didn't expect to win Lily back so fast. Young and the Restless spoilers, Kane defends Colin. Anyway, Kane insists that Lily fell out with him because of Colin, and Kane tells Phyllis he got close to his dad while he was getting Devon Hamilton's money back, and Kane insists that Colin really changed while facing his death and helped him create the Dumas Empire and make it a success, and legit and all that. Kane also insists that Phyllis has not yet proved her loyalty to him. And then she tells Kane that the Newmans know he can contact the outside world and is buying up real estate in Genoa City and the old Chancellor divisions. Kane is absolutely stunned. She knows. He says it's impossible that the Newmans were able to reach out to anybody on the outside. Y&R spoilers, Phyllis plays it smart. Now, Phyllis does hold back a nugget. She doesn't tell him that Adam Newman made it up the mountain. Kane orders her to find out how the Newmans found out what he was up to, while also still trying to deny he's doing it, and denying that he's got secret Wi-Fi. Sharon corners Phyllis with questions about Kane and where her loyalties lie, and Phyllis admits that she's still deciding because everybody in Genoa City treats her like crap. That's Phyllis's take on it, and Kane doesn't. She doesn't have a messy history with him, so there is a clean slate for her that she doesn't have with anybody else. But Phyllis also tells Sharon that she is not out here blabbing all the Newman secrets to Kane, and she did indeed hold back on the Adam thing. I think at this point she's kind of fence-sitting and still deciding what she's going to do. Nick and Kane have a chat about his plans, and Kane reassures Nick that the Newmans will be just fine, and he holds out his hand for a handshake. Now Nick doesn't trust Kane, but he goes ahead and shakes his hand anyway. And of course, he's lying to Nick, and Nick is deceiving Kane. They don't trust each other. Young and the Restless, Jack and Billy's conflict over Kane and Chancellor. Billy Abbott and Jack Abbott argue about Kane and about Chancellor. Jack realizes that Billy still wants Chancellor and that he does plan to try and ally with Kane to get his hands on it. Jack thinks that means that Billy's already losing interest in Abbottcom, but Billy says no. He tells Jack that Sally Spectra is going to run Abbottcom, but Jack's mad because he invested in Billy. No slight to Sally, but he invested in his brother, and yet his brother is just all focused on getting revenge on Victor Newman again. Young and the Restless spoilers, Jack and Billy argument heats up. Diane Jenkins and Sally try and talk the guys down as they heat up, but Jack says Billy is chasing thrills again and is going to make himself miserable by focusing his life on payback on Victor. And Billy reminds Jack he hates Victor too, but Jack says Billy is going to wind up losing both Abbottcom and Chancellor before all is said and done. Young and the Restless spoilers, proposals, kisses, and hard decisions. Danny Romolotti proposes. He asks Christine Williams to marry him. Looks like Danny rented out society for the big event. Obviously, Christine is going to say, yeah. Prepare for a lot of Danny and Christine flashbacks to their long romance. And that's based on an interview I read recently with Michael Damian, who I think ranks his and Christine's romance higher than probably most Y&R viewers do. But hey, that's all right. Lily gets brave and passionately kisses Damien, saying that she wants something new and won't be held back. I think seeing Kane again has made Lily realize that Damien is a total catch. She wasn't really giving him full credit, but now that she can see him side by side with Kane, Lily's like, yeah, Damien's a good guy. Victoria faces a hard decision, and this may be something about Cole's cremation and memorial with the family gone when she